New opinion polls show the French president under increasing pressure to hold on to the top job ahead of next year's election. Mr Macron's approval rating amongst French voters continues to tank, according to one study by pollsters IFOP. His disapproval rating was put at 60%, up 2 points from a similar poll earlier this month, compared to 37% who backed his leadership. Lockdown-weary voters in France have voiced their fury over Mr Macron's handling of the pandemic and the country's slow vaccines rollout. His main political rival, Eurosceptic leader Marine Le Pen, said the sluggish jabs campaign would be the Waterloo for Mr Macron. France's rollout has found itself drastically lagging behind its international partners, with just 25 doses per 100 people administered. In contrast, Britain and the US have delivered life-saving coronavirus vaccines at a rate of around 60 per 100 people. Of those who voiced concerns, 46% said Mr Macron was most to blame for the bungled rollout. Just 12% said Brussels boss Ursula von der Leyen was at fault and 17% pointed the finger at manufacturers. Bizarrely, 2% of respondents blamed the British government for France's jabs failures and 17% were unsure. And recent opinion polls ahead of next April's crunch ballot have given Ms Le Pen, leader of the National Rally Party, narrow leads over Mr Macron. Among 25 to 34-year-olds, the Eurosceptic leader is enjoying an 18-point leader, with 37% backing her compared to the current French president's 19, according to an Elabe poll published last week. The shock polling has also prompted warnings from former EU Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier that France could one day quit the bloc if it doesn't learn lessons from the UK split. Let us ask ourselves, why this figure of 52% at the referendum? 52% of citizens voted against Brussels, against the EU, so much so that they actually ended up leaving the Union. Most EU politicians often dismiss the electoral threat of Eurosceptics or populists until it's too late. Speaking at a Brexit conference last week, Mr Barnier insisted France should not be complacent amid social unrest. He added, "We can find, not just in the UK, but here in France, in the northern and eastern regions, citizens who want to leave the EU.